Hi there, my name's Andrew Alithi. I'm CEO and co-founder for Karrier One, and I want to tell you why Karrier One is the future of telecom. Currently, we have 34 million total sessions on our exact platform, and data is really an issue in this current world. We're noticing that the telecom is at a current breaking point, and the reason for that is infrastructure is not growing as fast as the data consumption is. So when it comes down to that, carriers are having a huge risk. And one of those risks is that they're losing on the diminishing of returns. And so it comes down to CapEx, it comes down to the unconnected, which you'll be surprised 1/3 of the world's not connected. And you also can look at that as the unbanked. So what Deepen allows us to do is allows us to actually create a new foundation for global connectivity. And so that's where Karrier One comes in. So what Karrier One wants to do is we're building out the foundation that actually helps change the traditional telecom into the new decentralized telecom and infrastructure. And the way we do that is by doing what telecoms have failed to do, which is work together. And by actually having the decentralization, we're able to get nodes out there quicker. We're able to build out the ecosystem in a vast way, have scalability and self-sustaining. Now, the way we harness this is by using our software and using our next generation hardware. We're able to provide 4G, 5G, and Wi-Fi access, as well as creating the software so that telcos can actually join and build out their network even faster than ever before. So what does that mean when it comes down to Web3? Well, there's a couple things that happens with this. With Web3, it means that we're tech-enabled and finally ready with the Web3 portals. So we have scalability, we have privacy, and we also have the low transactional cost. And that is super important. And when it comes down to telcos, it's all about the 5 nines. So we have 99.999%. We always have to be up and we always have to be out there ready to go. So at the end of the day, when I want to look at the flywheel, we have a bunch of things that happen in the background. Currently, we signed a roaming agreement with AT&T, which is super fantastic. It means that we actually have the buying power from all the mobile subscribers for AT&T, as well as anytime we have any other mobile network operator join our network, it's the same thing. You deploy a node, you get, we got the hardware sales that comes behind it, we have the mobility subscriptions, and we're able to actually turn that into revenue on top of the fact that we have Web3 enabled phone numbers, which is part of our DeFi. Now, what happens with the breakdown? It means that every dollar that we get from all the mobile network operators will actually help to build this out, and this is how the breakdown goes. So now we're unifying with Web3 phone numbers, which means you take your actual regular number and you're actually able to use it as an address. And now you're able to receive funds, send funds, make phone calls, and do all that. And this is the untapped market potential is $2 trillion of a telecom model, and we've seen Twilio do that. And I would like to thank you.
Can you talk more about your roaming agreements? Like, how does a user actually start, using Karrier One, and how does that actually interface with existing telcos?
Yeah, so we currently sign roaming agreements like AT&T, for instance. And what happens is every gig that goes through the network, we get paid out like say $1 or $2, and we actually take that and we roll it up in cone, and we actually give out cone to the end user so that they can earn that cone for every node that they deploy. And that's how we put that together.
Deepen, a lot of these projects tend to have a cold start problem, right? With bootstrapping supply and trying to match that with demand. How are you guys tackling that, or have you tackled that?
So we come with a telecom background for over 25 plus years. We've had all these roaming agreements already, put together and created. And so we already have the demand and the supply kind of mixed up together. So without the supply, obviously, you won't have the demand. So that's and vice versa. So you have to do kind of like what comes first, the chicken or the egg. We've already managed to put both together.
On the supply side, what's the hardware requirement specifically for the next generation hardware that you're creating? And yeah, I'm curious how you're going to get that in the hands, like across maybe specific regions.
So there's Wi-Fi offloading that exists in the US or in different countries. We have a 4G radio, which is a lot larger of a node. And then we also have a 5G and beyond. So any of those hardwares, you would deploy them on towers, and any of the Wi-Fi, you could deploy them in commercial spots, and they offload automatically because we have the agreements already in place.